Welcome to your weekly reading. Let me share the cards with you. We have the Eight of Rods or Wands. We have the Moon card. Now, I wanted to find out a little bit more about that, so I've pulled the clarifier, the Chariot card. And then finally, the Empress. Gorgeous energy. We've got a couple of other energies that I'll bring in a bit later. So the eight, now these are very shiny, so they do make the lighting go a bit strange with the camera. I'll try and hold it back a bit. The Eight of Rods or Wands, this is the green light. Now, we have spoken for a couple of weeks about you clearing some last residues, processing this new energy and really getting ready. If you haven't already, get ready for action, taking action, making that move, going for it, moving forward. This is the green light. This is the go ahead. This is the yes, absolutely. Now's your time. Now's the time. Go for it. Yes, 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 yes. If you're waiting for any decisions or any judgments at all, this might come through, or any answers to questions or answers to things, maybe opportunities, invitations. This is a yes. This is a go for it. Absolutely go for it. I love that energy where you actually feel like you're making progress. You know, you feel like something's finally happening. So right at the beginning of the week, that is. Now, this is interesting, these two cards. The Moon, first of all. The first thing that jumps into my mind is the going with the flow. It's a very sort of watery energy, the Moon card. And this is a surrendering and letting go and trusting and believing. Do you remember we talked, I think last week, about some final things happening, preparation in the world of spirit, behind the scenes, maybe things that you're not seeing, you're not aware of just yet. Excuse me. This is trusting that. Believing in that, knowing that you don't have every single step mapped out, you don't have every single answer yet, having confidence that it's okay to move forward even though not everything is in place. So that will be really important, because it feels like some of you are holding back still a little bit, and that's okay, because the doors to this new place have just opened and we're just getting used to it. But they're saying it is going to be okay for you to not have every single answer and still proceed and still go ahead and still say yes to something. The most important thing with this, let me just bring, there's a couple of things here. First of all, that this Chariot card does have a message of success and victory, that you will be victorious. So there's almost like a confirmation, as an affirmation there for you, reassurance, if you like, that what you are thinking about, what you have spent so long contemplating, working towards, building, growing, creating, is right. So there is that confirmation there that you are on the right track. There is success and victory down on this path. The other thing with this is that making sure you are well balanced as you move forward, you're grounded, you're earthed, you're very in tune with yourself. That will be very important because it's right next to the Empress. We'll come to that in a moment. But also very grounded and connected to what's happening in your environment and what's happening now here on Earth with the energy. Not going too much back into the past and too forward in the future, So, for example, not harping back to the third dimension, the old rules, the old ways of being that we were, the sort of masculine dominated, the patriarchy, that sort of thing. Don't go too far back there with the ego and all the fears and the worries and the doubts. And don't go too far in the future. Don't start projecting yourself. You can in the 10th, in the 8th, in the 9th dimension, because we're here right now. It's about being here right now. This is very important, and working with the energies that we've got right here, right now. Yes, so it's also vital that you are aligning with the Empress to your higher self. The Empress is just so in the moment. They are so connected to who they are. But in every single moment, they have just got this, they really know how to do this well. They really know how to work with the different laws that govern the game at that point in time, and they will keep changing. So, but this person is right bang on the money. They understand where they're at, who they are, and how they can serve, how they can share their gifts and talents with the world. There's a lot of success, and there's this almost like contentment and serene, it's just absolutely beautiful. They are so aligned and so connected. She's absolutely beautiful. There's very traditionally with this energy, it's connected to abundance and happiness and going with the flow and feeling, oh yes, I'm right in the right place at the right time. She's very connected to intuition, and also we have that with the moon card. So it's very important to keep checking in with your inner self, your higher self, your authentic self. She's also connected to fertility and insights and being uplifted as well, and being inspired by something. Very creative energy as well. So some of you may be getting insights, maybe getting downloads, especially with the moon card, different things dropping in where you kind of thought, what, and also I've said this before, but it's coming through again, where insights and information and data coming through, you understanding differently, you perceiving things differently, but you being quite like, really, what? In a good way, in a positive light, like, oh my gosh, that's incredible, it's amazing. But also realising that could have never come to you, maybe even a few weeks ago or a few months ago or even a year ago. That would never have come to you in that way at that moment. So the acknowledgement of how far you've come as well. But this energy is fantastic for insights and downloads, really good. Now, interestingly, something else that came through, and I love this, which is this opportunity. But I want to take your attention to the image. Can you see that person there? They've got their arms open wide, and they are receiving from one consciousness. They are receiving from the divine God, the angels and guides, and the light is just pouring into them. And I feel that is what's happening this week to some of you. And it's like all systems go. It's just download, download, download. But within this different knowingness or understanding or perception, there are opportunities, there are nuggets, there are possibilities of new paths, new doors that you can open. It just feels so expansive. That's what it feels, that it just feels like endless. Now, interestingly, I don't know why I felt drawn to pull another one, but I did. So this is within the next few months. So some of you might just need that. You've come here with a question, when is it going to happen? When is that going to happen? When is this going to happen? And that's your answer within the next few months. But I do feel just overall that we're processing, we're letting go of some remnants of the old, we're getting used to this new energy, the stage is being set, stuff's happening behind the scenes, and we're getting this information, we're getting this download. And if you're wondering to yourself, well, when should I implement this? When should I move on this? When should I go ahead with this? For some of you, this isn't for all of you, within the next few months. So it's definitely this year. So it's behind the scenes now, creating, processing it, working on it, working towards it, launching it, in the next few months. Okay? How exciting. All right, I hope it's a really good week. Gosh, I hope it's a really good week. And thank you so much for watching.